right.
Good.
Yep.
All right, shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. All right, first and foremost, I get all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Chakadash.
Divine Star Apostles of this great millstone. And peace, salutation to who feel like that's pushing the word of truth and sincerity. All right. This Ishaq Bar, this
Lawyer.
Lamont.
Mayala.
so we doing a little Sunday sit down, about anarchy. Anarchy, basically, anarchy and chaos is coming soon. Okay, real soon. So we seeing basically, the downfall of this place. All right, then the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Shai made us watchmen. All right, in these times. So basically, the Lord, got the spirit on us to push these things out. And the spirit is on the men of the Lord to bring out what's going on right now. Okay. So the Lord set us up as watchmen, man. All right. So we watching the prophecies unfold, in these times, man. All right. So that's the main thing we focus on, prophecy. Okay.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
It's the book of Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. And it reads, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak."
And the vision is prophecy. Okay. And it's speaking. All right. We at the end and it's speaking. Okay. And we watching. All right. So prophecy is speaking through the book, speaking through the prophets. All right. Week in and week out. You know what I'm saying? Your personal videos, whatever. All right. So the prophecies is speaking, man. All right. The book, the scriptures. All right. All that's speaking, man. Okay. Right.
And not lie.
And not lie. So this book ain't no lie, man. All right. Because prophecy has been written thousands and thousands of years ago, man, through the men of the Lord. All right. Because everything, the scriptures written for our learning. You know what I'm saying? So we know it's going to take place in these times, man, because it's already been spoken of back then. So it's taking place right now in this time. Okay? Right?
Though it tarry, wait for it,
Mm-hmm.
because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
Right. It's going to come. All right? So victory, wait for it. So we wait for everything to unfold. And it's unfolded slowly for surely. And these prophecies is coming to pass. And then, anarchy, what I'm saying, the chaos is going to erupt in these streets pretty soon, man. All right?
I got a precept.
Come
You said about being a watchman.
Yep.
This is Ezekiel 3 and 17.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman to the house of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me."
Exactly. So the Lord made us watchmen. Look at the word watchman.
Okay.
Get live too, man.
Watchman
Mm-hmm.
is Shapah.
Mm-hmm.
In the Strongs, it says to look about,
Mm-hmm.
to spy,
Yep.
keep watch, observe, watch.
Yep, we are observing the times. You know what I'm saying? We are observing, the prophecies. So the Lord made us watchmen. Okay? And it's good to be a watchman because you know everything's coming before it happens. Through prophecy, through scriptures. Okay?
It says to watch closely.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Articles,
Mhm.
News, news outlet, articles, okay? Different social media, world news. All right? The Lord made us watchmen through these different outlets. Because most of you niggas don't watch the news, man. All right? Y'all don't watch the news. Y'all don't tune in. Y'all tune into distractions, man. Y'all tune into this world, man. All right? So us men of the Lord, the prophets, we watching what's happening out here. Okay? We are taking heed to what's going to come. All right? So the more we watch articles and news and brother shares amongst each other, other brothers making other brothers be watchmen as well. Say we all share articles, all the brothers share articles. You know what I'm saying? We share articles amongst each other through chats, through our chats, man. Because let's see, chat up, that chime in. So it's good to be a watchman in these times, man. All right? because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people is docile, you know what the fuck going on, man. Okay? What you finna say?
Slocky, my bad. Even through the videos, through the through the body.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the scriptures speak about how the spirit is like the wind. You know, and if you understand the wind can blow in it blows in many different directions. So you have to catch the wind. You have to catch the spirit.
That's right.
And know what spirit to be in for the times to come.
Yep.
You know, through the elder apostles on down, when they make a topic, you know, they'll bring out a certain topic, you know, or a certain thing that's happening, but you'll see maybe 4 or 5 other camps, 6 other camps bring out that same topic or this same situation.
Mm-hmm.
You see, that's how you know you got to stay locked into the spirit.
Yep. That's the main importance. Being in this truth, being in this ministry, man, gotta lock in the spirit. You know.
And then I want to add to what you said about you know, how we look at articles and we watch different you know, news outlets, not the main news like NBC and all of that.
Right.
You know, alternative news, the real news.
Yeah, exactly.
That goes into measuring the times diligently.
Right.
You know, because part of you know, when you measure the times, like you measure with the prophecies written in the scriptures. We see what's going on in the world, and we see if it measures up to what's written in prophecy. You know, and so all signs point to that we in the last days because of what we're seeing in the world.
So the Lord He's bringing out scriptures. The Lord's bringing out prophecy. What's that scripture say? He said, "My word shall not go not void."
55:11.
Yeah, grab that real quick.
Can I grab it?
Go without void, because whatever the Lord say, whatever the Lord you know, put out, the word of the Lord's not go back void, man. All right, it's gonna go forward because you know you got Esau trying to upset the prophecies, but that shit gonna backfire, man. You know.
I got it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, and I'm gonna start at verse 10 and read down to 11. It says, "For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void."
So the Lord created heavens and earth, right? He created the plants, you know what I'm saying? Create, you know, the trees and stuff like that. You know, it's gonna come forward, right? Same with the word. So we plant, everything the Lord plants is gonna come forward. Everything the Lord says is gonna come forward. It's not gonna go back void. Look at the word void.
All right, this is the blue letter definition of the word void. All right, and it's Strong's H 7387. I believe it's Raquam. All right, void going into empty, in an empty condition, without effect. And y'all just went into that in Habakkuk 2. Okay, how the visions are for an appointed time. That's them being effectual. All right, coming forth with effect. All right, to do the Lord's will, man.
Right. Hey, and that links up with Ezekiel 12. Where it's talking about the effect of every vision. You know, we're in that time where the effect of every vision, every prophecy is coming to pass. You know, and there's nothing that can make it null and void. You know, Esau can do whatever you want to do, but like the brother said, it's nothing to offset it.
Right. And that's ultimately what brings us together. What is it? 1 Corinthians, the first chapter. It speaks about us being of the same mind and of the same judgment.
Exactly.
The true prophets are going to speak the same thing. All
You're
right.
supposed to speak the same thing through the spirit, man. You got other these false ass prophets. They bringing out nothing but you know, bullshit. You know what I'm saying, and corrupting the minds of the people. You know, but they ain't the majority of these other camps. They don't talk about, you know, the coming judgment of the Lord. They don't talk about martial law. They don't talk about the MOTB. All right, they don't talk about what's the main events happening. You know what I'm saying, around the world.
Right.
They busy trying to sell garments and you know, valuables and, you know, resources online and shit, bro.
Right.
You know.
They ain't talking about the seriousness of the time.
Exactly.
They're not going into that because there's a time and a place for everything.
It's a time, place, everything, and it's a time to wake the fuck up too.
Right.
Give on Romans 13:11.
Right. Yeah. I knew he was gonna say that.
Can I finish this real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, finish.
Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void.
Yep.
It says, but it shall accomplish that which I please.
It's gonna accomplish. Look at that word accomplish.
God.
See, the Lord gonna accomplish that word which He pleased.
God.
But leave it up to Esau, he's gonna try to like back, try to turn it back. And, oh, it's not gonna be martial law. It's not gonna be MOTV. No, everything's gonna be very, very fine and dandy. Nah, motherfucker, everything's gonna come. The Lord's word is not gonna come back void, man.
Right. He said there's not going to be a World War III. But it spoke about in the
It's not gonna be
scripture.
World War III.
Prophecy.
He said the third war, what did it say? The second war had passed. The second war has passed. The
Second
third
war,
cometh quickly.
Yeah, come on.
See?
Yep. That's the word not going back void, man.
Right.
God.
And anarchy is going to take place in this society, man.
God.
What made you think what happened in Rome? See, same
Yeah.
shit. When Rome collapsed, people was going crazy, man. We're gonna get into that too. Go ahead, man.
God. This is the definition of accomplish. All right. Strong's H6213.
Mhm.
It says to work, make, produce. Here's the point.
Yeah.
To act or act with effect.
Mm.
Literally just went into that, man.
Act with effect. Lord's gonna act with the prophecy with effect.
God.
It's not gonna go back void, man. Whatever the Lord say, wherever Yahweh Shema Shai say, man, it's gonna go. Period. The Lord using us as a watchman, as a spokesman, to warn. Basically, we had to warn, because it's gonna come a time that you're not gonna see the prophets on the street anymore when all hell break loose, man. You're gonna be looking for the prophets. We already missed that at camp yesterday. We're gonna be looking for the men of the Lord. We ain't gonna be able to be found because the Lord gonna hide us from the wind. All right? Famine of the word, man. All right? That's it.
It's a little bit more.
All right, go ahead.
It says, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Yep.
And ultimately, that's the Lord, whatever the Lord spoke, coming to pass, becoming a reality before us.
That's right.
And we're the mouthpiece of the Lord. All right, this is not something that we're doing on our own. I believe it's 2 Peter. It speaks about the true prophets, even of the ancient world. They were moved by the Holy Spirit. All right, it's the Holy Spirit that compels us to speak the words that we speak.
Right.
All right, which tells you that ultimately, if you see men speaking the same thing, it's ultimately the Lord speaking through them.
Yep.
All right, by way of the Holy Spirit.
Exactly. Same mind.
Same judgment. God.
Yep.
That's it on that though.
All right, Romans 13:11.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11. And the reason that knowing the time,
Knowing the time. You're supposed to know what time we in.
that now it is a high time to awake out of sleep.
Right. You're supposed to know what time you in. People going along with the motions, man. People wake up. Niggas wake up. Look around and shit. Go about their daily way, man. Get high, smoke weed, all this extra shit. They don't know what time they in, man. They think everything just day by day by day. As the days go, it worse it get. Cause we are woke, man. We know what day of time we in. We know when evil times.
Right. And it's the real work as per the scriptures.
Yep.
Not as per not they used to use that term being woke because they know Esau, Edom, they know about slavery, or they know about certain things, and the government is against you, and it's way deeper than that.
It's deeper than that.
Right.
See, the Lord ain't give him that type of knowledge to know what's deeper than that. All right, He only gave the prophets. That's why the men of the Lord bringing it out through the scriptures. Okay.
And the nigga gotta feel it. You know what I'm saying?
He gotta feel it, man. Death by pain.
Right. Because if they can wake up every day and they can light their blunt and they got their, little comforts and shit, like they ain't gonna believe it until they feel it.
What will happen when anarchy start breaking out? Average nigga is not gonna know what the fuck to do when all hell breaks loose. He ain't gonna have no protection from the Lord. The only name these niggas gonna call is Jesus. And Jesus is not gonna help you. You know what I'm saying?
And respond during the rapture, man.
You know what I'm saying? We bringing his name now wholeheartedly. Yahweh Shema Shai Barakatah, Yahweh Shema Shai Barakatah. You know what I'm saying? Then people gonna want to know that name when all hell breaks loose. Okay? The Lord said, call upon me while I'm near. Bring that out real quick.
That's the same chapter, Isaiah 55. I can grab it right now. All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55. All right. Going back to that chapter, Isaiah 55, and verse 6, and it reads, "Seek ye the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai while he may be found."
Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Seek ye the Lord while the doors of mercy is not closed, because the doors of mercy is going to be shut soon. When the doors of mercy get shut soon, that's when all hell gonna break loose in these streets, in these society, and all over the world as well. Okay, so seek ye, talking about you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, to make up to be Israelites, the 12 patriarchs, man. All right, seek ye the Lord where he may be found. All right, praise Yahweh Shema Shai while he may be found. It's gonna come a time he ain't gonna be found. Okay, you're gonna say the Lord's name while all hell breaking loose. You is not gonna get no type of help. You ain't gonna have no hedge over you. The angels ain't gonna protect you in these days, man, coming, because you're gonna be out there. You're gonna be caught up out there, man. Okay. The reason why we're doing this work, we don't want to get caught up out there. All right.
It's like, if I may,
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to say, it says here, "Seek ye the Lord while he may be found." All right, which tells you that there's going to be a time where the Lord, you won't be able to seek him.
Exactly.
All right. And what is that? Ecclesiastes 3. It talks about there's a time and season for everything under the heavens, which shows you what? That the Lord works in a perfect balance.
Mm-hmm.
All right. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. Man, he works in balance.
That's right.
I'm going to finish this, Isaiah 55 and 6. "Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
Mm-hmm.
Let the wicked forsake his way." And ultimately, he's near through the prophets.
That's right.
Through the mouth of the prophets.
Yeah, because we warning y'all. Because it's gonna come a time we ain't gonna say shit. The Lord gonna put a dumb spirit on us, man. He gonna cleave our tongue to the roof of our mouth. We ain't gonna say a motherfucking word to y'all, man. All right, go ahead.
It's verse 7 of Isaiah 55. "Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him."
You turn. Hey man, you turn from your wicked ways. You know, you turn to the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai. The Lord's gonna protect you when all hell breaks loose. All right, the Lord gonna protect you and your family. But since you don't want to do that, the Lord's gonna let you and your family just get destroyed. Okay, and this the time you don't want to be in. This the time. Look, man, this ain't the time to be fucking around and shucking and jiving and all this extra shit, man. There's a lot of people who's shucking and jiving and playing too damn much around here, man. Okay, not taking nothing serious, not taking heed to anything, you know, not taking heed to prophecy, none of that, man. All right, they mocking the Most High. All right, they mocking the prophets. Okay, you don't get caught up out there, man.
Finishing this off, read it again. "Let the wicked forsake his way." And just to set the premise, this is talking about Israelites only.
Yeah.
All right, because Esau is called the wicked in the Bible, but this is talking about wicked Israelites. All right, that don't know their heritage and their identity.
Exactly.
They're the only ones that can turn back to the Lord. Man.
Exactly.
You know, it says, "Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon."
He gonna pardon your evil deeds, man. God. If you turn back to him. But Jake don't want to do that. They comfortable in this damn world, man. They say, "The hell with the Lord, man."
Right.
And the hell with the prophets. The ones that mock the prophets and did harmful things to the prophets. Y'all can get judged on this side, man. You know. That Romans 13:11.
I'm still there.
You still there?
Yep.
All right, go back to that.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, and verse 11. And it says, "And that knowing the time,
Gotta know what time you in, man. Go ahead.
that now it is a high time to awake out of sleep."
Now that sleep goes back to the Greek word hypnos. Okay? Hypnotized.
Spiritual torpor.
Yes, spiritual torpor.
Yeah. Mental inactivity.
Yep, mental inactivity. So people just hypnos out here, man. People sleep. Mentally dead. All right? Don't have no clue what's happening. We in high times right now, man. People still having fun, and doing this extra shit, man. I mean, we do a little something, but we is not out of this world, man. People so deep into this world, they don't know when they coming or going, man. All right?
Moving fear.
Yeah, you gotta move in fear. You gotta feel the Lord in these times, man. All right? Go ahead, bro.
It says, that now it is a high time to awake out of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
Our salvation is near that when we believe. Why? Because we are doing the work when we fear Yahweh Shema Shai. Salvation means deliverance. So we gotta get delivered when all hell breaks loose, man. You know, ultimate deliverance, the chariots.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? We trying to reach that. The kingdom. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we trying to get to that. But right now, man, everything gotta take its course right now. You know, everything's gotta break. You know, all hell gotta break loose first, man. Cause you understand, man, we in the time of the fall of Esau's kingdom, and that's when Anarchy is gonna pop off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna exercise all kind of laws.
Right.
You know, ICE out here. You know, and Jake trying to like fight back and all this shit. You're like, man, you can't fight Esau, man. You know, you can't fight Esau with his weapons, man. You gonna need Yahweh Shema Shai in these times, man. You know, that ultimate protection, spiritually.
If I may, also, you know, when you said, like, you know, you said, you know, we do certain things, you know, as being men of the Lord, you know, we still gotta be in this world.
Mm-hmm.
But as it says in 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, 11th verse, when it goes into hasten, but I really
What manner of person?
Yep, what manner of person are you to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Yep.
Now we understand that where conversation goes into your anastrophe, okay, and it's your conduct, the conduct of your life and how you living, and you know your daily walk.
Yep.
So we, no matter what we do, we still automatically we always are still talking about prophecy. No matter what we're doing, you know, if we are to go out to eat or something like that,
that's
fellowship,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
we always end up talking about righteousness and prophecy.
That's a holy way of living.
Exactly.
These niggas, they get together, man, I'm finna fuck this bitch. Hey man, how much you got on the weed? Joe, I'm telling you, man, that bitch ass nigga, when I see him, I'm on his ass. That's the conversation you niggas having. Alright?
And our conversation is like, you know what, hey, you know, when these times come, these times that the Lord said is gonna come, you know, I just hope the Lord have mercy on me in those times. I just hope the Lord have that hedge around me, just like He had around Job.
Exactly. So that's a holy conversation. How many of you niggas talk about Anarchy? None. The last person that talked about Anarchy, he said in his raps, was Busta Rhymes. When disaster strikes, that's the last time that was in the world then when I heard that. Okay, well, but how about through the scriptures, man?
Right.
All right.
Understanding that it's actually the Lord who's bringing this upon the earth.
Exactly.
You know.
So,
And so Ezra 15th chapter say what? He's going to visit the world which He made.
You third one that mentioned second Ezra 15. It's right there. You might as well go ahead and kick it off with the Anarchy, man. You know.
You want to go to 2 Ezra 15?
Yeah, 15 and starting 1.
All right. This is the book of 2 Ezra in the Apocrypha, chapter 15, starting at verse 1. It says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Yeah, speak thou in the ears of my people, man. The words of prophecy. Who's the Lord's people?
Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, make up to you Israelites. The Lord says, speak to my people words of prophecy, man. All right, exactly what we doing. Okay? That's exactly what the Lord gave us the mind to do, the spirit to do. All right, before hell break loose, man. Go ahead.
It says, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Yeah, I put in that mouth, saith the Lord. Go ahead.
Verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper.
It's talking about the scriptures. Go ahead.
For they are faithful and true.
That's why the Lord said His word don't go back void. See? It's faithful and true, man. You know?
I think he talks about the word of the Lord being purified 7 times in Psalm, the 12th chapter, speaking of the perfection and the astronomical, unlimited power of the Lord and His words, man.
Right.
You know, because the Lord, he's not a man that He should lie.
Right.
That's why He's faithful and true.
Yep.
Verse 3, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee, that speak against thee.
Yeah, the incredulity is what disbelief, right?
God.
So we don't care if you believe this or not. We are given a proposition in order to speak the truth out the scriptures. If you don't believe what's going to happen, if you don't believe what's going to take place, if you don't believe the society is going to fucking fall, then tough titty, man. You know, if you don't believe in prophecy, it's on you. All right. The Lord gave us a spirit to speak the truth through the scriptures, man. All right.
I got a precept for that. This is Romans 3:3.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "For what if some did not believe?
Mm-hmm.
Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Most High forbid." So it's saying, shall the unbelief of the people make our faith that we have in these prophecies to no effect? Like, God forbid. It's going to have an effect.
No.
Regardless if they can believe it, understand it, accept it or not.
Right.
All right. It's coming. It says, God forbid, yea, let the Most High be true.
Let the Most High be true.
But every man a liar.
I mean, man went astray from the false ass prophet, from lying. Come on, man. These damn pastors in these churches ain't telling the congregation that Esau is the devil. Right. They ain't telling the congregation that this place will fall through economic collapse.
Because they're too busy collecting $2,000 from every member.
Exactly. What his name? Winans.
Yeah, what is his name? Marvin Winans or something like that?
Was a singing group, a gospel singing group called the BBCC Winans. So that's like one of his like kinfolk, something like that. Oh, okay.
I think he one of their siblings.
Siblings, yeah. See, the Lord gonna kill you, motherfuckers, man. He gonna get rid of y'all, man. Doing that wickedness, man.
That's about to happen during this anarchy.
Yeah, during this anarchy. We gonna get into that. You got some more?
Well, yeah. Since you said that about the prophets, false prophets.
Yeah.
This is Ezekiel 13, starting at 4. It says, "O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the deserts." Meaning they slick.
Slick as hell. Hey, give me $1,000 and I'll pray for you. Put your hand on you and shit. I pray that your liver heal tomorrow. Wake up tomorrow, you be fucked up even more. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? It's turned terminal.
This is why you're not being healed. You didn't sow enough good seed.
Right.
So the only way to sow good seed, brother, give me $1,000 more.
Right. Man, the lady gave what? 1,200?
1235, and he says, "It's not what I asked for. I asked for 2,000."
Man,
see, that's why the Lord gonna fuck.
That's wicked, bro.
That's wicked as hell, man. That's why the Lord gonna visit you niggas, man. You false ass pastors.
And that was all she had.
That was all she had.
And he was still, he didn't give a damn.
He wanted 2,000.
Yeah. She was $800 off.
That's fucked up.
Bro.
That was everything she had.
Think about it. The scripture, the lady that gave the penny, like out of the little that she had, and the Lord said she sold more than anybody because she gave out of the little that she had. He would have been a false ass pastor talking about, "Nah, look, I don't want the couple pennies." He wouldn't have accepted that.
That's like 501c. That's like 501c3 charter, man. That's what it is. Teaching that bullshit, then you. That ain't 10%.
Right.
That's way over 10%.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why Lord gonna destroy you, motherfuckers, man. Wait till this anarchy kick off.
It says, Ezekiel 13:4 again, it says, "O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the deserts." It says, "Ye have not gone in the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord." And the hedge goes into protection. You haven't prepared the minds of the people, to brace for impact, for what's coming.
What's coming, yeah. It's coming. It's at the doorstep, man.
Right.
Man.
Because right now we're supposed to be spiritually prepping or bracing for impact, so to speak. Because, like they say in boxing, the worst punch is the ones you can't see, you don't see coming. But when you can brace for it, you can kind of you can catch it, you can parry it, you can counter it, But you get knocked out when you don't see it coming, and that's what's going to happen to 2/3 of our people. They're going to be out for the count.
Yeah.
We'll go back to 2nd Ezra 15.
Yeah, go back to that.
2nd Ezra 15, reading 3 again. "Fear not the imaginations against thee, Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Mm-hmm.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their
See,
unfaithfulness.
when all hell break loose, man, it's all about your faith. All right. So that's when the Lord gonna test your faith when that day comes. He gonna test all of us, man. We gonna be in the midst of this shit. So the thing is, the Lord gonna test our faith. So the unfaithful gonna die in unfaithfulness. Okay.
Unbelievers.
The unbelievers, man. All right. The ones that's not doing the work.
Scoffers come.
Yeah, the scoffers gonna get it, bro.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Well deserved. Verse 5, it says, Behold, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword,
The
famine.
sword. The sword. The modern day sword is the gun. Rapid fire, man. Machine guns, any gun you name, that's the modern day sword, man. All right, that Esau is gonna bring. Okay, go ahead.
The sword, famine,
No food,
death.
man. There's gonna be a whole lot of death happening, man. It ain't gonna be no fucking funerals, man. You're gonna see a lot of dead bodies laying around, man. When this anarchy kick off, man. The loss of government, man. Okay. Now, if you break out the word, you break down that word anarchy. You know what I'm saying? And means without, and what's that? Anarcha means ruler. Okay. Anarchy means without ruler. So it ain't gonna be no more rulership. These governments is gonna be a free fall. It's gonna be sedition among men.
Oh, yes, it is.
All right. So that's what's gonna come to. That's what's gonna come to pass, man. Right now, people living their hunky-dory life. It's gonna come a time that, and it's coming and it's approaching, that you ain't be able to be walking free like everyday people, man. All right.
Reading on,
Mm-hmm.
it says, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Verse 6, For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
All the wickedness that man, all the wickedness that's polluting the whole earth. The Lord's gonna visit this place, man. All right. I want you to jump down to 14 and read the 15.
I was thinking like skip down.
Yeah, man. The Lord cold, man. You know what I'm saying?
Second Ezra 15
Look at the
14.
unruly. Look at the Salaki. Look at all the unruly wickedness that's happening here, man. Homosexuality, lesbianism, transgenderism,
Adultery.
especially adultery, adultery. All these different wickedness, blood shedding blood, senseless killing, robberies, drug addiction.
One of the big ones is idolatry.
Idolatry is the main thing. You're worshiping other gods, man.
Right.
Besides Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? All the hurtful works are fulfilled, man.
Right. And it was the same way in Noah's day.
Oh,
you
yeah.
read Genesis, the 6th chapter.
Yep.
Why the Lord sent the flood, said because the hearts of men was only evil continually. And it grieved the Lord that He even created them.
Yep.
And if it wouldn't have been for Noah being a righteous man, it wouldn't be no flesh spared.
Yep.
And we liken unto Noah in today's time.
Yeah.
Or the hopeful elect.
Yeah, so the Lord, the last trump, what I'm saying? The last trump is fire. So we're gonna bring fire after this. That's the last. But right now, we finna face anarchy, bro. Shootouts, break-ins. I smell a Roman across the street. I'm finna go get his. We facing that time, man. We facing those times, man. Lawlessness, like I just mentioned before, sedition among men. Okay, we facing that right now.
If I may, like you're saying, these times that we coming in, that's why it's important to keep your circle small.
Real small.
To just a brotherhood.
That's
Your family or your friends or whoever, when you invite somebody to your house and I'll say this, everybody knows what you got. So if you allow somebody to come into your house, when this anarchy and things like that happen, when this sedition among men happened,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people who are your friends are not going to be your friends no more.
Yeah, people gonna be waxing worse and worse.
Right.
What's that scripture say? Friends that fight.
Yep.
Yeah, I was
Fight,
thinking
yep.
that. I was
Fight
just
against
thinking
one
That's
another.
second.
Man
That's
shall
second.
rise up against
Is
his
that in
neighbor.
16?
No. It's,
Oh no, it's down.
second Ezra. Be like the 6th chapter.
Man shall rise up against his neighbor, have no pity upon his
Yeah,
neighbor.
yep, that's it.
Yeah, that's verse
Since you
19.
mentioned it, go ahead, bring it out. Matter of fact, what you got?
It's in the same chapter.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's in the same
10.
chapter. Yep, it's in the same. Yep.
I read that. Yeah.
It's in verse 19.
All right, come. Yeah, read what you just read.
Second Ezra 15 and 14.
Uh-huh.
Reading down, it says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein,
Mm-hmm.
for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh,
Mm-hmm.
and one people shall stand up and fight against another."
One people shall stand up and fight against another. So it's gonna be war in these streets, man. It's gonna be a civil unrest. It's gonna be civil war in these streets.
You got your left against your right.
Yep.
You know, you got your race wars.
Oh man.
So-called white against so-called black, so-called Hispanics.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You see,
Yeah, for
rich
those.
against the poor.
Oh yeah, that's definitely coming.
Yeah.
All right, rich against the poor, cause you know I live downtown, so I be seeing Esau, man, like they be walking around asking for change and stuff like that.
Damn.
And Esau just his people, he just walk past him like fuck him. And that tells me like they don't even give a fuck about their own people. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll hit them up with twos and threes, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I did it once. I ain't did that shit again, you know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, tell the ungodly.
yeah, yep.
Second Ezra 15 and 15, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another,
Mm-hmm.
and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men."
Swords in their hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, people gonna be having like machetes and knives and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Baseball bats, and golf clubs, whatever. But sword is the modern day gun, man. You know, the weapon, the modern day weaponry, man. Okay. It's gonna get critical out here, man. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 16,
Uh-huh.
it says, "For there shall be sedition among men."
Rebellion.
I got that definition.
Yeah, read that definition real quick.
Sedition in Google says it's an act of enticing dissent. Enticing discontent, rebellion, and resistance against a government,
Yep.
often through speech or writing.
Mm-hmm. And then you got Esau. Like the regular peon Esau Edomites. They're gonna form khus and cliques. You know what I'm saying? They got all army gear and
They're already doing it.
they're already doing. They are forming communities right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey brother, we're gonna form a brotherhood. You need some food? I come over there and give it to you.
Right.
You have if you've been paying attention, that you have
I'm telling
different militant, the prior veterans who walk
Yeah.
around with the black flags. That's a side of somebody who's against the ones who have the regular American flag.
Yep.
Then you also have the men that was wearing the red shirts with the swastikas.
Mm-hmm.
They went from all the way up here to Madison, down to Milwaukee, to Indiana, and then you saw them on the East Coast. You saw them on the West Coast.
Mhm.
They building up.
They're building up, man. They're building
That's another
different
sect.
groups. They're building whole groups amongst each other, man. You know what I'm saying? Watch out for these trucks, man. These big ass F-150 trucks,
Yeah.
the GMC trucks. You know what I'm saying? With the flag, the black flag. The brother mentioned the black flag in the back and the black with the lightning bolt.
Oh yeah, they got the lightning.
Yeah,
lightning.
yep. Anything or shirt with a lightning bolt, he's ready for war.
Yeah.
All right.
The ones that got the what's the name saying on there? Don't tread on me.
Mm-hmm.
You have those flags out there. That's a whole different sect. And
Yeah, they ready for war, man.
Right.
And then watch the ones that had the Confederate flags on their truck.
yep, that's a whole other different
That's a
sect.
whole nother different. Yeah, I mean we
Yeah.
counted the motherfuckers by the lake. Yeah, y'all went around when that happened, man. I know brothers that's watching. I mean we counted some skinheads by the lake over there, and then one dude was listening out of that group. I think he was a Jake. I think a couple of them was Jakes. Then when he was like, "Yeah, I'm Native American," ooh, he was standing there listening, but he was with the other motherfucker. But that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
last point. You got even little ones that call themselves. They're like modern day so-called vigilantes.
Yeah, vigilantes.
Okay,
Yep.
they go up. And I know for a fact here in Wisconsin, they go up north, and they be out there shooting and all type of shit. They got their own little sect, and I don't know the name of it or whatever, but
Yeah.
I know one of the dudes that were in one. He said, hey, it's like 15, 20 of us. We just go up there and just make citizen arrests and just turn people in, and we stop people from doing all of this and all of that.
Yeah, because people gonna have their own rulership.
Yep.
People gonna have their own. People gonna be governing themselves. It's called self-govern, man.
Yep.
People gonna govern themselves, man, instead of following behind, the actual government. Man.
Right.
They're gonna have their own rulership and stuff like that.
It's verse too.
Yeah,
I was
go
say,
ahead.
Second Ezra 15:16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another.
Invading one another, man. People gonna be. There's gonna be a whole lot of home invasions. You women out here, man. You bitches that be taking IG pics and all this shit, making videos and all, man. Y'all in for a rude awakening, man. Yeah, you ain't got no man of the Lord. You ain't got no man of the Lord. You might as well say fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't nothing to get an IP address.
Right.
Yeah.
And all the niggas you denied.
All the niggas that you denied,
They
all
gonna
the
be at your
niggas you
door.
curved. Oh, they gonna be at your door.
Only
Yeah.
thing keeping them back is the law at
That's
this
it.
point.
Soon as law break, man. Soon as anarchy hit, it's gonna be a free fall, man.
Okay.
A biggest free fall ever. That's what's gonna take place.
It's like, if I may,
Go ahead, bro.
anarchy, like that they just brought out. Anarchy meaning absence of government.
Mhm.
The laws contained in this hegemony, this government.
That's right.
Once that's gone, you got lawlessness.
Got
So they're gonna do
lawlessness.
what the hell they want to do to you,
Yeah,
man.
ain't no police. Look, the police ain't gonna be able to be called. Police ain't gonna. Hey, look, this is what's gonna happen, man. Even the police force gonna be guarding they homes and stuff like that, protecting their families, man. 911 gonna be out of business that day. You gonna I'm gonna call the police. You gonna hear one of those doo doo doo. You gonna hear that?
And when you said free fall, I thought about the cage matches they used to have in like WWE and shit,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
different groups. They all get in there,
Yeah.
like they'll have their groups, but then they just be fighting everybody else.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be like that, like every man for themselves.
Every man
survival
for
of the
himself.
fittest.
Yeah, survival of the fittest, man. But that rap group called Mob Deep. Survival of the fittest, on the strong survive. Who the strong? The men of the Lord, man.
Worldwide mosh pit.
Mm-hmm.
But it says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Mhm.
Here's the point. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
The course of their actions gonna stand in their power. That's what's gonna happen, man. They're gonna have their own, like we was mentioning. They're gonna form their own groups in their own power. Okay, like you just, I think you mentioned Lamar about they're gonna be policing, having their own citizen police and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
little vigilantes.
Vigilantes.
Yeah, taking the law.
Yeah,
well,
vigilantes. Yeah.
They're gonna be the new law.
The new law. They ain't finna be, they ain't finna be listening to these, high officials and shit. Them high officials gonna be hagged, man, until they ass get taken out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be just street justice.
Street justice, yeah. Yep.
And they kind of showed you in the movie Civil War. You know,
Yep.
there's a lot of just death going on.
It's all, and then you got the purge.
Right.
There's gonna be a whole lot of purging that day.
It's a movie, Purge Anarchy.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
I
well,
gotta go back and watch it.
Yeah. We're
Came
gonna talk
out
about that off
2014.
camera, man.
Come
I might watch that today.
on.
See, that's what's gonna come. Purge Anarchy, man.
Come on.
It's gonna be some. Look, man, we enter into scary times, man. Okay. Got some more?
Come on. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Hey, you seen that movie, The Road? He trying to move
Yeah.
to go to another city, but he can't go to another city. It's gonna be something like that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna blow the bridges up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't be able to cross over. You know, it's gonna get really bad. Yeah, martial law troops. It's gonna get really bad, man.
Hey, well, yeah, I think it was systematic how the camp that bridge that's shut down.
Yeah.
That's one of the entrance and exit points as well,
Mm-hmm.
and that's been shut down forever.
2 years.
Yeah, by the
2 years.
campsite.
Yeah, by the campsite.
Yeah, I'm looking at the
bridge.
bro. I'm looking at the bridge like, damn, why
That
is the
separates.
bridge?
Yep, that separates from where we are to downtown. That's actually the downtown area right there.
Yeah,
It's actually been 3 years since they ain't fixed it.
It's 3 years. Yeah, see,
yeah, it's been 3 years,
Yeah.
understanding. That's good.
Yeah.
bro.
But I was gonna say, like, if you notice everything that we just spoke about, under starting at verse 16 on down, just reading down, sedition among men, invading one another,
Right.
not regarding the kings or princes, the courts of your actions standing in your power. A man going into a city shall not be able. All those things fall under anarchy, man.
That's right.
And the absence of government.
That's right.
It's spiritual, man.
It's finna get scary, man. We're in perilous times.
God,
You know, we into the perilous times, man. Evil times, man.
God.
You know, bad times.
It's 2 more verses.
Go ahead,
Verse
brother.
18, it says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Man shall be afraid. You macho motherfuckers. You gang bangers. You know what I'm saying? You the hardest motherfucker walking the streets, cracking the damn concrete crackers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be bitches in that day.
That's right.
You know?
God.
You know? The ones that think they can whoop everybody, whoop the world. It's always a whoop the world nigga.
Right.
I can whoop that nigga. You gonna be scared in that day, man.
I know what I do. I ain't gonna do shit.
Man, I'm about that. I'm about that life. Esau about that life, man. That's who about that life, man.
Right.
You know, when all hell break loose, that's who gonna be about that life, man.
Mm-hmm. Because
You
the
know?
Lord's starting to raise that ancient spirit back up on Esau.
Yeah, the
Right.
Lord putting them horns back on him.
Mm-hmm.
It's sticking up right about now. So, read that part again.
God. Reading it again, 2 Ezra 15 and 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Pride. You know? No, pride get you fucked up, man. Okay?
For destruction.
Yeah, pride go before destruction, man. Okay?
God.
City's gonna be trouble, man. And it's coming to that.
God. It says the houses shall be destroyed,
Mm-hmm.
and men shall be afraid.
Man, men shall be afraid, man. It's gonna be a lot of scary motherfuckers out here, man.
Finally, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
Man, no pity upon his neighbor. Look at the word pity, man.
God.
You don't feel no sorrow for your neighbor. Y'all was chilling in this time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was chilling.
Say it.
A pity.
Pity.
Yeah. Come pity real quick.
It means empathy, like sympathy for somebody.
This is the word pity.
Mhm.
And I just got in the regular Google definition.
Yeah, that's
real
cool.
fast. It says, the feeling of sorrow and compassion caused by the suffering or misfortunes of others.
Mm.
A cause for regret or disappointment. Feel sorrow for the misfortunes. Yeah.
There ain't gonna be no sorrow for the misfortune. Well, they're gonna take everything you got, everything you own, everything you work for. They're gonna take that, man. It's gonna be what?
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
Paying no pity upon his neighbor, because your neighbor see what you got in your crib. You know what I'm saying? You invite them over to your house. You invite her over to your house. You know what I'm saying? And he or she see what you got. She can set your ass up and get robbed,
Yep.
killed.
Trust me, when
Yeah.
it's like my bad. When shit hit the fan, you gonna remember the things the way you're gonna be able to have that comfortability. And if it's caused from somebody else's things,
Mhm.
you're gonna remember where to get those things from. Whether it's food,
Yep.
shelter, water,
Yep.
whatever substance that is needed to live in the times. You know, in the times that are to come. We seen that in the Book of Eli.
Yep.
You know, we seen that. It was crazy. Like there was no no more cigarettes or matches or no more bullets and things like that for protection.
Yeah.
The food was scarce.
Look, the hospital's gonna shut down.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. People ain't gonna be able to heal themselves, man.
Right.
You know, They're trying to get rid of the herbs.
God.
Okay,
Water was scarce in that movie.
bro.
Yeah.
I think over like 100% of people smoke cigarettes, right?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen when there ain't gonna be no cigarettes?
That was one of the things in the movie too.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
my nerves bad.
You might kill for a cigarette.
It's gonna get fucked up out here, man.
God.
You gonna do anything? You gonna do anything and everything to feed your habit.
God.
I need a square. You can't find a square. So guess what? You gonna kill for that shit. It's gonna damn tell the main fix is gonna be food, bro.
Yep.
That's the main thing, man. People gonna be worried about food, eating.
That's the spirit. That's in this verse.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 19, 2 Edges 15:19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor,
Mm-hmm.
but shall destroy their houses with the sword,
Mhm.
and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and
Mhm.
for great tribulation.
Yep. Lack of bread and great tribulation, man. So it's gonna be you said lack of bread, so it's gonna be famine. Matter of fact, can you get on 2 Ezra 6:22? Man, these shelves ain't gonna be full.
I'm just thinking to get that.
You think you can get that?
Yeah, well, I'm holding it right now.
You hold it right? Oh, you got it. Go ahead, bring it out.
2nd Ezra 16, starting at verse 22.
No,
it says,
6.
6 and 22.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, yeah. Kind
Yeah,
of smart.
six,
2nd Ezra 6 and 22.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown.
Mm-hmm. Who them song plays in supermarkets?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Supermarkets is gonna be supermarket sown. This is gonna be unsown. Look the word sown. Look at the word sown real quick.
God. Definition of sown
Uh-huh.
says meaning to plant a seed in the ground to spread or scatter something.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about like sowing a seed. I don't know.
Right,
if that's
right, right.
Or to be like thickly covered with. So when you think about a grocery store,
Mm-hmm.
there's things scattered everywhere, products.
Right.
Yeah. And then the opposite of that is it being completely empty.
Right.
You know?
So sown and unsown.
Yeah.
Well, we already see that in a lot of these warehouses now. You know, how much more for the times to come? You know, they're shutting off they're taking away the food. Where we'll say like this, the farms and
Mm-hmm.
actually, I think that was the title of y'all lesson, to be honest,
Mm-hmm.
about the farming.
Yeah.
But
Oh, okay.
but yeah, you know,
Yeah, they doing a lot to create that famine, man.
right.
You know, getting rid of the workers that was harvesting the crops that got picked. They with the tariffs, Trump is putting like on with China. They don't want to buy no more of the soybeans that's coming out of America. You know, and a lot of those farms is going out of business. Man, what else?
We can go back to them shutting down the ports. You know,
Right.
the ports, and then even with the truckers. You know,
Right.
these things happen. They happen like in their own time over the past couple years.
Yeah, then they got rid of 42,000 workers from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's gonna get bad, man. Jobs is closing down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's gonna get real serious.
So from the point of growing the food
Mm-hmm.
till it gets to where you can access it, all of that is already being systematically shut down.
Yep.
Right. And then with inflation going up, you know, eventually, you know, when the system crashes, it's gonna be hyperinflation. People ain't gonna be wanting to pay for that, so they're gonna go in there and looting and stealing.
Yep.
That's gonna leave that to go real quick. Food gonna be off the shelves.
Yep.
And it's gonna be a famine.
Yep.
Like all the food's gonna be in these houses, and then that's when people gonna start home invasion. They're like, well, shit, it ain't in the stores. It got to be in, you know, in everybody's house.
It's gonna come a time your friend, once your friend ain't your friend no more. Right?
It's gonna go on and say it.
Yeah, that's why I want you to jump to 24 real quick.
Jumping down to 24, 2nd Ezra 6 and 24. At that time, friends shall fight against another like enemies.
Friends shall fight against another like enemies. Your boy was your boy. Your boy was your boy. Your H cool boom. Now he your fucking enemy because he wants your food.
Right.
He wants your broad too.
Saw that in Leave the World Behind, right? I thought we was friends, right? When he walked up on the porch,
Yeah.
and he cocked that shotgun like, nah, we ain't friends no more.
Yep.
You know.
Right.
Read that again. Read that one more time.
Second Ezra 6 and 24. At that time shall friends fight against another like enemies.
Yeah, you can't trust these niggas out here. Trust the brotherhood, man. Okay? The best thing you do is trust the brotherhood. You don't trust no nigga or no bitch out here, because they'll set you up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They will set you up to get robbed, killed, robbed. You know what I'm saying?
Jake already.
Jake already doing that, but it's gonna be a full scale.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a full. Jake already running the motherfuckers out and get that run that shit. Well, they're already doing that, but it's gonna get crazy to the point you can even call the police on the motherfucker.
Right.
You know, you gotta defend yourself now.
Right.
You know, you can't trust no motherfucker. Can't trust nobody in these streets, man.
Look,
You know,
Jay gonna be instead of like, cause Jay doing home invasions now, but Jay gonna break into your house and kick you out, kill you, and
Yeah.
post your shit.
it's coming.
Live in your shit.
Right. Until they get all your shit, then they gonna go on to the next. Like,
Look, and then Esau, the regular Edomites that's regular Joe Edomites, they making YouTube videos about that. The vigilantes,
Yep.
they making YouTube videos about that, man. And they know about the mark of the beast. They know about the animal TV and stuff coming out and stuff like that. Those are your neighborhood Christians, your diehard Christians. You know what I'm saying? Making videos about when shit hit the fan, you gotta protect your family.
Right.
You gotta protect your loved ones. You gotta protect your neighbors. You gotta make sure they eat. You gotta make sure your kids eat. You see this AR-15 right here? I got 2 of them, and I got 6 magazines sitting here. So you gotta cover it up so you won't see it. Let nobody see what you have in your truck.
Even though they're gonna get the shit that was coming to them too, them Edomites that are like that.
Mm-hmm.
But Jake ain't preparing at all.
No.
Esau in some way, shape, or form are preparing. Their wives are making canned shit and stockpiling food and shit like that. But Jake is the one that's gonna get caught off guard the most.
Yeah, but guess what? They ain't gonna survive either.
Right.
Cause that's made for us.
The
That's
wealth
right.
of the spirit is laid up
That's
for the
right.
just.
It's for us. You preparing that for us. That's the end of the day. Okay.
right. I'll read it again. Second Ezra 6:24.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, friends shall fight against another like enemies, and it reminds me of Matthew the 24th chapter. The love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah, wax cold.
See, because iniquity shall abound. The love of many is gonna wax cold. When you go into cold, it goes in the Greek psycho.
Psycho. People gonna be psychoed out, man.
Right.
People mindset is gonna be out of this. They're gonna be out of people's state of mind is gonna be cold, bro.
Right.
So,
Yep.
a fight or flight mentality.
right.
That's what's gonna have to happen.
I gotta survive. I got to. So I gotta survive to eat. I gotta survive. That's gonna lead to cannibalism too.
That's right.
People gonna be eating one another, man. I don't know if you've seen that video with the nigga woman. She mentioned she gonna be eating. She gonna be doing cannibalism and stuff like that. She gonna
Oh yeah. She had that red hoodie.
Red
on.
hoodie on.
Yeah.
She talking about cannibalism, eating white people and shit. Like, come on, man. I mean, that's coming.
Yeah, they gonna really do that.
You ain't gonna have no choice. They ain't gonna have no choice.
He saw me eating you niggas.
I just, if I may, I got
It's crazy, man. Go ahead.
a lesson that I'm about to do, and I'm just saying it because I was thinking about, because I had, a little experience in the military, and I've been to some of these third world countries, and I always say this, that Jake ain't ready to be in a third world country. Jake ain't ready. I had personal experience. Me and some of the guys that I was with, the mother of she had like 4 kids with her, and she literally she tried to sell her daughter to us. And I'm talking about like a 4-5-year-old. Like, here,
Wow.
I just need the help. And honestly, she was gonna ask for $50, $50 American dollars
She want $50 for a daughter.
for her daughter.
Wow.
Literally tried to sell her daughter to
Oh,
us.
it's real out here, man.
You see?
It's real out here, man.
A lot of kids getting taken like that and raised up into life of prostitution and sex trafficking.
Yeah.
Now the lesson I was going to do, the first time ever here in Wisconsin, just on the 28th, you had a woman drop her baby off into the to the fire station. I forgot what they call it. It's a safe haven box where if you don't want your kid, you can put your kid in that box, and as soon as you put them in that box and you shut it, it alert the fire people, the emergency personnel, and they come and get the baby and take the baby away from them. But that's because of the times that are coming.
Yeah.
You see? But how much more of that is going to be going on in the days to come?
Especially in America.
You might not have a chance to give up your child. You might have to, well, they will. They gonna sell their kids or eat their kids or whatever it may be. But what it really is insinuating is that the people are not ready for these times that are coming, especially you women.
Right.
You know.
Hey, I got a precept, kind of like going back into ancient times. Now this was during the time of 70 A.D. During the siege in Jerusalem. You know, when the Romans came and sacked Jerusalem under Titus and Vespasian. All right, and Yahushua warned about that. You know, woe to a woman that gives suck in those days. Let not your flight be in the winter, etc. He warned about 70 A.D.
Yep.
But this is what was happening though. You know, they was eating their children. So it says, just looking at Deuteronomy 28. This is a prophecy in Deuteronomy 28 and 52. It says, "And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy fence." And during the Roman siege, they was being besieged.
Yeah.
There was
Everything was locked off.
surrounded.
Yep. He done locked everything out, shut off the water supply,
Right.
stop the food from coming in.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. And these times it's gonna get worse.
And you actually have a movie called The Siege by the starring Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington. Yep. That's my favorite movie. Denzel Washington and
Mel Gibson. I mean Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
My
yep.
bad.
That's what I was
said
there.
Mel Gibson.
No, not Mel Gibson. No.
My bad, Bruce Willis.
Yeah, Bruce Willis. Yeah, Bruce Willis. He was one of like the captains and stuff like that. Yeah, man. That's what's gonna come.
Right.
Yep. Go ahead.
And it says, "And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustest, throughout all thy land." You know, you got jakes that to this day, you know, trusted in oppression, trusting in the society.
Yep.
You know, the Lord's gonna confound that trust, like it says in Isaiah
30th chapter.
30th chapter.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
It says, "And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which the Lord Yahweh thy power hath given thee." And here's the main point, verse 53. "And thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body."
Cannibalism.
Right?
Thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body, man. Cannibalism, man. That's what's gonna come. You're gonna be boiling your kid, man. You're gonna be roasting your daughter and shit.
Right.
You know?
Little Deshaun gonna look like, you know, turkey dinner.
I don't know if y'all remember Tom and Jerry when he used to visualize the food or if
You hungry as hell, just
Timmy
looking at
like
you.
a T-bone steak.
Right. Right.
All the years these cartoons been coming out since the early 80s. I could say like the early 60s. But in the 80s, when I grew up in the 80s, when I was growing up, I used to watch cartoons about famine and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you've seen this cartoon back in the day. It was called Woody Woodpecker and that cat. You know what I'm saying? That hungry ass cat trying to eat Woody Woodpecker. And before all that happened, they ended up flying south for the winter, where all the food be. Winter came, the birds was like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we going south for the winter. You want to come with us? Woo woo. Will Woodpecker said, "No, I got plenty of food." You know what I'm saying? And then you see a cat meowing and stuff like that. His voice was like these: "I am that hungry little kitty cat that you just read about."
Felix, that was his name, right?
I don't think. It was a Jake voice.
God.
He played it was a cartoon character of in Woody Woodpecker. He was a cat. He was trying to eat Woody Woodpecker, man. See, these different cartoons about famine and stuff like that, that's coming to pass. Esau know what the fuck's going on, man. These elites know what's going on, man. All right? It's funny. Yeah, it's funny. It's a funny cartoon, but in real actuality, man, it's in the scriptures.
That's right.
Okay?
And when it's brought to your reality, how are you going to deal with it? You know?
You're going to see a mirage.
Yeah.
For real, man. It's finna get really crazy out here, man.
I'll read the rest of this. Deuteronomy 28 and 53. "And thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord Yahweh hath given thee, in the siege and in the straitness." The straitness goes into the position of difficulty. It says, "In the siege and in the straitness, wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee." You know, and that's what Esau doing when he come down with great wrath. You know, you finna cause distress upon the seed of Jacob. You know, judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
I mean, Revelation 12. Did you mention that? They didn't get into that.
If you got something, I can get that. If you got something.
Just a quick hit.
Revelation 12:12.
Mm-hmm.
And people already got a taste for human flesh because they be, it's fucking McDonald's and shit and stuff that they actually putting in the meat.
Yeah,
Like,
they're really gonna be eating fingers and shit.
right.
You gonna see a finger? Huh? We're gonna be eating that shit.
They already normalizing it. There was a
Like, come on, man.
there was a little show that the dude.
Yeah.
You saw that where the
Yeah.
dude actually told them, hey, they asked what's the special ingredient. He said human flesh.
It was one of the 3 ingredients.
Yeah, he said human flesh, and they thought he was lying. They thought it was lying, and then as soon as it came out, and then he told them, yeah, it was human flesh. Everybody on the panel,
Spit it out.
yeah, they spit it out and he started,
Yeah.
he was
Cussed
dead
them
serious.
out.
You know who Rabbi Finkelstein is?
Yeah.
That's that Rabbi Finkelstein shit, man.
Right.
He like, yeah, we grab them in the meat and put them in the hamburger.
And you eat them, and your kids eat them, and man.
Right.
Fucking devil, bro.
Yeah, man, you heard the radio talk show,
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Man.
He said, "Shalom, I'm here."
Yeah, he did. Then
Wicked
Satan.
motherfucker.
Wicked as fuck.
Satan in the flesh.
Yep. Yeah, that's what they own, man. And it's finna. Yeah. Yep. Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Revelation,
Did you
chapter
catch
12.
Yeah. Go out with that.
Revelation 12:12.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea,
Mhm.
for the devil is come down unto you,
The sea is the people, man. Go ahead.
having great wrath,
Mm-hmm.
because he knoweth that he hath but a short time."
Exactly. So the devil means deceiver, which is Esau. He had but a short time. Short time of what? Short time of his kingdom. That's why he's bringing all this stuff out, man. That's why he's bringing all kind of wrath and anarchy. All right. He knows that he has but a short time. He knows his kingdom finna come to an end.
Right.
According to 2nd Ezra 6th chapter,
Right.
Jacob gonna be ruling soon. Don't get it though. We all know what it is.
Esau's the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of
that followers, man. He know it.
Right.
But you niggas don't know, and you regularly, especially you niggas, man, y'all don't know what the fuck going on.
Right.
But the thing about it, his wrath is the Lord's wrath.
Yeah.
The Lord want to kill a lot of people. And
Yeah.
He's just using him to do it.
It's a whipping stick.
Right.
It's a whipping
Saying
stick.
Isaiah 45:7, I live,
I form the
I
light.
form the
create
light.
darkness.
I create darkness.
I
Yeah.
create
Peace
darkness.
create
See, that's the thing, man. You gotta fear the Lord. That's the end of the day. You gotta fear Yahweh Shemam Shai. Okay. Go ahead, bring that out, bring.
God. All right, so I looked up ChatGPT. I said, similar to ancient Rome, how anarchy and chaos ensued through the transfer of the Roman Republic to the Roman Empire. How can that in today lead to a totalitarian regime through anarchy? Okay, so it says, it's like I looked it up in layman's terms. All right, making it easier to understand.
Right.
All right, it says what happened in ancient Rome. It said it started out as a republic, meaning power was shared and leaders were voted in. That's what we got today. 3 branches of government.
Yep.
It says the rich got richer, and poor people lost their land and power. Politicians became corrupt, only helping themselves. Soldiers stopped being loyal to the government and followed powerful generals instead.
Tradition among men.
God. And constant fighting and chaos made people tired of freedom, and they wanted someone to bring peace. And they say peace.
Suddenly destruction.
Yeah.
God.
They say peace and say peace.
But it says that's when Julius Caesar and later Augustus took over, promising order. People accepted a dictator because they were afraid of more chaos. That's how the Roman Republic became the Roman Empire. But it says how that could happen in America. The same kind of pattern can happen today.
That's right. See?
Not by one big event, but little by little.
Gradualism.
Yep.
A, people stop trusting the system, where they believe everything the government, the media, or what the politicians are telling them, even though they're all corrupt. B, the rich and powerful take control, which is the elites, the top wicked elite.
That's right.
All right, through these corporations, they control the laws and the politics,
Yep.
and the people at the bottom, all right, lose their voice. They never had a voice to begin with.
And we just stop right there. Get unrighteous decrees.
That's Sirach 10:8.
And throw that scripture out there and go back to what you was reading.
All right, this is the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10, and verse 1, 10 and 8. Yep, it's like it. 10 and 8. And it reads, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
No, unrighteous decrees.
Oh, you said so.
Oh, that's Isaiah.
Isaiah, yeah.
No.
I was gonna go to
Salaki.
I was gonna go to
Right.
Isaiah.
Isaiah 10 and 1.
Yeah,
My
Salaki.
bad.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10. And that's why I said verse 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
This is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it reads, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees,
Yep.
and that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
Read that part right there.
God. It says the rich and powerful take control. It says, and they do that through big corporations which control laws and politics. Everyone else loses their voice.
That's those unrighteous decrees.
God.
See?
Which is wicked laws and policies that are set in place to oppress people who are financially, economically, and socially inferior in the eyes of these top wicked elite, man.
Right. And then the scripture said, which they prescribe. Pre meaning beforehand, and scribe meaning to write. So they pre-written on the books already what they want to do, but they got to have certain things happen to kick it off, like chaos. You know, they already got the solution pre-written.
Instead of playbooks.
Yep. Order have chaos. Also, Psalms 10, where it says the rich, they prey on the poor. Roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah.
I think it's the 8th or 9th
It says
verse.
the wicked in his pride don't persecute the poor.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Like what's taking place now, Trump trying to implement the Insurrection Act. That's already an unrighteous decree already on the books, but you gotta have chaos in order for it to be implemented. It was the same thing after like 9/11. You know, they already had the Patriot Act ready to go, but they needed that event to happen so they
Need
could
that chaos
use
to kick it off.
Right.
Yeah. And what way to bring chaos than take your SNAP benefits?
Right. Take away your food.
They see,
Right.
and you
Right.
see, and you see they already snapping on YouTube.
Right.
I'm gonna get my buggy, go in there and walk the fuck out, get everything. She gonna walk out.
Even if they do come to a decision and actually do give them, Esau know that when he do take them away, what's gonna happen? You know.
It's like it. You got that's in the playbook of the elites.
Yeah.
Hegelian dialectic. Problem, reaction, solution. You bring a problem or you generate a problem, which is this whole snap situation. All right. The reaction is how the public reacts. Chaos, lawlessness, and then the solution. They come in with the the MOTB, and they come in with all these what is the word? It escapes me right now. The laws, draconian laws. Salakia.
And then Esau using them as a test dummy.
Right.
It was a test dummy thing going on. So they know, especially niggas, especially Jake. Jake gonna snap.
Yep.
They know Jake gonna snap over that food because Jake like to eat.
Right.
I mean, we like to eat. We gonna eat any motherfucker through the spirit. You know what I mean? So we gonna have food on deck. You gotta have faith in that. You know what I'm saying? So Esau using them as test dummies, man. The whole not just Esau, his own people too. You know what I'm saying? They use this the ones that's on SNAP and benefits, and government assistance. Use them as test dummies. They know how these people gonna react when all hell breaks loose, man.
And they already doing it by way what? As soon as they said, well, when they do get the assistance going, there's going to be more prerequisites you have to do. You see?
Yep.
They're going to implement more when I say prereqs, or more things you have to do in order to get that benefit. You see? Now, we'll fast forward just a little bit, because, he works in gradualism. Fast forward just a little bit. That's the kind of thing they're going to have to implement when it comes to the MOTB. Right. He's going to slowly put in other things in order for you to get that benefit.
Right. Because the majority of people don't want to work, and, all them SNAP recipients, like, they mad because they got to work for it now.
Right.
So when they introduce universal basic income, they're gonna be down for it. The majority of people like they crashing out over work, so they gonna willingly take it. You know?
Right.
But they at least know what they're doing. Again, you know, they setting it up. You know, so you can own nothing and be happy. But they prepare for an angrier world, like Klaus Schwab said. That's what's going on.
All right. So when they stop trusting the system, when the rich and powerful take control through these laws and politics, it says C. That was A and B. C says a strong leader rises. Someone might say only I can fix this mess. People desperate for stability give that leader more power, even if it means losing their own freedom.
That's what they do with Nero ass, man.
Right.
The cruel Lord.
Yeah, the cruel Lord, DJ Trump.
Yep.
Yeah, 19 and 4.
Yep.
Because like a lot of maggers or people that was down with them, they don't really know they surrendering their rights by voting them in and rooting for them. They don't know that it's slowly encroaching on them. Like farmers, they getting screwed over, but they out there with their red hats and a lot of people is turning. A lot of people that's on the right side, is turning against Trump now.
Then for those that's for Trump, the other Edomites gonna be fighting amongst each other because I'm telling you, man, it's been stuff I've been seeing, man. Like I seen one on YouTube. Dude was on a motorcycle, and the other guy was like, they was like arguing with each other because he said fuck Trump.
Oh yeah, and they started chasing him.
He wasn't chasing him, but they were side by side. He was on a motorcycle. He got a big ass flag on the back of his motorcycle.
Oh, okay.
He said F Trump. You know what I'm saying? And the other guy I think on the left side of him in traffic though.
Yeah.
And they was arguing amongst each other. See, that's taking place, and it's gonna get worse. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a civil war, man. You know. And then the Republican and the Democrats, they under the same thing, man.
Right.
You know.
Because they
yeah. Go ahead.
Select.
Go ahead.
With this whole government shutdown, they want the right blaming the left blaming the right.
But they all under the same banner.
Right. They're not opening it up because they talking about they can't come to an agreement, but really they already agreed to keep it shut. But they like, no, let's just play this alone, and they might not reopen it. They might, Lord willing, they don't. Because we here. We hasten this stuff. We want the
that's why the
chaos to
scripture
happen.
say, hasten the day, man. That's why we hasten the day to get up out of here, man.
Got a preset?
Did you read the rest of that?
Yes, a little bit more here. All right, the last two bulletins. One, D, it says fear will be used to control people. Leaders can use fear of crime, immigrants, enemies, or disasters to convince people that extreme measures are necessary.
Wow.
Wow.
That's exactly what Trump is doing.
Exactly.
That's that cruel Lord. That's what he's doing. He got that hell from the break loose boy, that anarchy, man. That's that. Hey, I'm telling you.
If I may, I'm gonna give a real quick statistic because it says 4.8 million so-called Americans who voted on for Nero. They disagree with him now.
Right.
4.8 million. You see? So yeah,
and counting.
Yeah, and counting. Yeah.
Because the more the ship sinks, the more he gonna become unpopular. But at that point, it's too late. He already there. They trying to cancel the midterm elections. They don't want to switch nothing up. That's another reason why the government shut down too.
Yeah, the midterms. The midterms is like what, next week? Because doing every November is always election.
Yeah. Right. Between November and April of next year.
Okay.
Which they've been talking about imposing the insurrection act between that time.
Yeah.
So they might have the government shut down all that time and then have chaos, so they don't, And Trump, why would you build a ballroom if you don't plan on being there? Like you don't plan on staying there. They talking about Trump 2028. They got hats for that.
Man, Lord willing, we don't see that year, man.
Well, yeah,
Lord willing, the Lord come back. That's why I was saying, hasten the day, man.
One more bulletin. It says people stop paying attention. That's letter E. If the public becomes lazy, distracted, or divided, it's easy for those in power to quietly take away their rights.
Yep, because they ain't paying attention. You know, they don't care. They don't care. You know.
I have a precept.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 4. And the
Oh, you have it too?
Egyptians.
Go ahead, you got it.
Lucky.
No, I just thought about it, but I got another one.
Isaiah 19 and 4. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord.
And well, I got it written down.
Oh, Lord, y'all about you outside.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them.
Yep.
Saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the power of hosts.
Said a fierce king. They've been doing it on no king's protest. Trump declared him, pretty much declared himself as a king. And then he got that little that AI thing where he's shitting on the crowd, you know, flying over the planet.
Flying over the planet, shit on the crowd, yeah.
Did he have a crown on his head while he was doing it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
You got images, you got AI generated things of that when you put the crown in. So that's that right there.
Cruel Lord, it's Trump, man. That's Nero.
Hey, what was that last bulletin again?
Bear with me for 1 second. All right. It's 5 bulletins from A to E. Letter E. It says people stop paying attention. If the public becomes lazy, distracted, or divided, it's easy for those in power to quietly take away their rights.
You know what? I got Psalms 55 and 21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Because it was his plan from the get-go. You know? All of this was his plan. He made it seem like that he was going to bring that peace and that be the comfort and be the safety of this by way of his laws and things like that. But it was really to take away all of your rights, to take away everything for him to have ultimately the control
behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Right.
But you just mentioned earlier before the lesson, cult of personality.
Cult of personality.
Yep, and that's exactly what these high officials be doing, man. They wave at you in the crowd. Hey, we love you. Hey, we love you too. Shake hands to the pair of allegiance and shit.
Right.
Hey, pat him on the head, her
In
on
his
the
mind,
head.
hey, I'm about to fucking bring y'all lives down.
Yeah,
You ain't shit. It's nice to meet you, but you ain't shit.
Yeah, that's cult personality. That's the way they think. That's the way they handle themselves.
Yeah, sheep's and wolves and sheep's clothing.
Yeah, wolf and sheep clothing. Yep.
And then with Trump, you had all them Northern Kingdom Latinos, you know, that was talking about I will vote for Donald Trump. They was standing on the podium like dancing and doing all that. Like,
yeah, they was making a band. Yep, I would vote for Donald Trump, making songs and shit.
Right,
Look at it now.
Right,
they
fell victim to it. Like, and the whole time he thinking like, I'm finna deport all you motherfuckers. You just don't know.
Exactly.
And after that, look, bro, that's cult personality. After that song, I will vote for Donald Trump. That's when ICE came.
Right.
Gotcha, bitch. Like,
basically.
A lot of the Northern Kingdoms, they were literally renovating people's houses. As soon as they get done renovating the house, at the end of the day, you got ICE agents down there at the bottom of the house waiting on you. They didn't get paid either. You do somebody's house basically for free. They owe you $5,000, and then as soon as you finish the house, they call ICE. 10 minutes before you finish.
So
the whole time they know they finna call ICE. Like,
right.
Goddamn devils, man.
Man, that's the judgment.
God.
That judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai, man.
Yeah.
Man, you can't feel something, man. Look, man, you can't feel
Working
sorry.
through each so.
You can't feel sorry for these motherfuckers.
Well, I tell you that in Sirach, the 12th chapter. Who will pity a charmer that's bitten of a serpent, or any such as come down a wild beast? Like, we don't pity you jakes out there that was playing with a serpent, playing with this devil.
Right.
You know, and then when you get bit, you know, and you get poisoned and die, like, no, like, that's on you. You should know better than to play with a fucking serpent. You should know better than to go by into a lion's den at the zoo and think you finna pet it and shit. Like,
you gonna eat your ass up.
Right.
That's what Esau doing, eating your ass up, man. You know? You got some more of that on there?
That's a little. No, I had a precept though.
Okay.
Just to go off of that.
Okay.
Because where it says if the public becomes lazy, distracted, or divided, it's easy for those in power to quietly take away rights. So here's a precept I had. Matthew 12 and 25. And Yahweh Shai knew their thoughts and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. America is a representation of a kingdom.
Yeah.
All right, it's a house, it's a rulership, it's a hegemony,
Yep.
and it's divided right now.
Right.
Right.
It's no longer the United States of America.
Right.
It's the
The
divided.
divided states.
Yep.
Divided States of America.
Left and the right, Democrat, Republic, so-called white, so-called black, so-called Latino, you know.
Good versus evil.
Yep.
Verse 26. This is red letters, so this is Yahweh Shai speaking, by the way. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How then shall his kingdom stand?
Yeah.
Meaning it won't survive.
Republican against the Democrats, Democrats against the Republicans. The sedition among men, you know, the fall of the government collapse, you know, the anarchy. Yeah, everything's gonna kick off at once. So yep.
And more precepts are going.
Look, now, what's gonna happen to the men of the Lord when them days approach? Okay. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 1. And read it to 3.
All right. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha, chapter 3 and verse 1. And it reads, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Heavenly Father Yahweh,
That's right.
and there shall no torment touch them.
There's no torment touch them. Okay? Because we souls of the righteous, man. You know?
Verse 2.
No torment touches, man. That torment is that hell will finna break loose. Alright? Go ahead.
Verse 2. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. And they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace.
But they are in peace. So read that one more time.
God. Verse 2. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die.
Sight of the unwise, they seem to die. So if you're not unwise in these times, man, the Lord gonna destroy you. Okay? You're gonna get taken. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get basically caught out here, man. You know, if you're unwise in this time. Okay, go ahead.
God. It says, and their departure is taken from misery, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace.
Yep.
That's talking about the elect.
That's right. So we're gonna be in peace, man. When this shit break out, we ain't gonna worry about nothing. But we're gonna be in the midst of this shit, you know. Proverbs 18:10.
That's one of my favorites.
So the name is very important to be called upon. Yeah.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 10. The name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe.
The righteous, the elect. The hopeful elect, the elect. Okay? The righteous is gonna run into it and you're gonna be safe when that time comes. That name is the powerful name. It brings pure vibration, you know, and we're gonna be safe in that time, man. Okay? When all hell break loose. It's a strong tower. Strong tower, man.
You know, if I may, the times back in that Wisdom of Solomon 3 as well. You know, the Lord's the elect is gonna be put through some things too. You know,
Yeah, we're gonna be put through things too. Yeah.
And we might even have to be martyrs.
Yep.
You know, but in the end, what they said, the dead in Yahweh Shai shall rise first.
Yep.
You see? So when they seem to die, you know, it might look like they died to to the regular naked eye people,
Yeah.
but we already know through the Spirit that we're gonna come back with Yahweh Shai first.
Yep.
You see?
Because the scriptures say that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom.
That's right.
So, you know, regardless, you know, you make it to the end, still got to be separated from these
These bodies.
bodies.
Yeah.
You know,
Anybody that's why they're called the unwise, because they see somebody go to the spirit world they think, oh, he went to hell.
Right.
You know?
Right.
No, man. Like when you pass on, what does it say? Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return to the heavenly Father who gave it.
Yeah,
You
so
know?
they don't got the knowledge.
God. That's why
You know what I'm
they
saying?
unwise.
Like, come on, man.
God.
There ain't no such thing as hell. Like, you know, you gonna be with the devil with pitchforks and shit. I'm finna cook your ass. No.
Madness, man.
You know, that's that Catholic shit, man. You know, Catholic philosophy.
God. And it says it in 2 chapters up from Wisdom of Solomon 3, verse in chapter 5. It says those that the unwise that were talking shit about the elect, they're gonna be like, how is he counted amongst the number of the saints? You know, they're gonna basically say.
5 and 5. It says,
God.
well, I said 5 and 4. It says, we fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High? And his lot is among the saints.
That's that second Ezra 2 that speaks about those that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord being crowned, you know, and receiving palms.
Yep.
So they're gonna behold that and be like, damn, we talked all that shit, and he's one of the saints of the Lord, man. You know,
because you know you got 2/3 of Israel that give a stain on the nation, and you can see why they thinking that our end to be without honor. But then I understanding that there's a remnant, there's an elect remnant. So when we be at that number,
Lord willing, with that number, man. Y'all got something else?
yeah, I got something.
Okay. Get Second Ezra's 2 and 26.
okay.
And that's the last scripture we're gonna close out there.
You can do it, Lamar. That you could.
You want him to get his precept first?
Yeah, get your precept first. Yeah.
Oh, all right, Isaiah 65. Starting at verse 11. Start there. Isaiah 65 and 11. It says, "But ye, it's 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and you shall all bow down to the slaughter." Talk about 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Or as soon as Zechariah 13 chapter 2/3 therein should be cut off and die.
Yeah, when the anarchy kick off.
Right.
Yep.
They said they're gonna bow down to the slaughter. It's gonna be a slaughter.
It's gonna be a slaughter, man. Yep.
Yeah, the Yahshua had a vision that he had the lesson on a while back about that very thing. But it says, "Because when I called, ye did not answer."
Who we call? Who the Lord called through? The prophets. We called. We called from. We was called. Yeah. When we say when the Lord called, y'all didn't answer. What's that? Read that slide. Go ahead. Read that again.
Okay. Isaiah
Slip of
65.
the tongue. Go ahead.
Isaiah 65 and 12.
Uh-huh.
"Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
Yep.
Because when I called, ye did not answer."
When I called, ye did not answer. The Lord called through his men. All right? The prophets, the men of the Lord. You stand on the highways of Bible, you call them. Through the Spirit, probably how about Shema Bashai, and y'all didn't take heed. Y'all gonna take heed, death by pain now. When all hell break loose.
It says, "When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not."
Yep. Y'all choose the world rather than the truth. Okay.
It says, "Therefore thus saith the Lord, Behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
Yep.
Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed." All right, so the servants of the Lord, all right, which is us, are the hopeful elect. All right, we're going to be able to eat, drink, and rejoice. And in contrast to that, the ones that didn't serve the Lord, didn't choose to fear the Lord, are rather going to be hungry, thirsty, and ashamed.
Yeah, and that's coming.
And that's the balance. Balance
That's
of
the
things.
balance. Yep.
It says a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just way is his delight.
Yep.
All right, so it's gonna work out in our favor. It's good to say, "Woe unto you that rejoice now, for in due time you shall mourn and weep."
Yep.
You know.
So they're rejoicing now. All right, you niggas rejoicing now, but y'all gonna weep later, man. Y'all gonna go through all kind of shit.
You Drewskis of the world, man.
Right.
Yeah, y'all Drewskis of the world.
I can't wait to see what happens.
Man.
to that nigga. I ain't gonna lie.
Ooh.
I threw a
I
curse
didn't think
on
about
I did
this
too.
shit.
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Bro, I was at
I
work
did
like,
too, bro.
Yeah, man.
shut up.
You know what? You know what?
No.
Hey man, for you niggas, you scoffers that's talking crazy towards the prophets, man. You know what? Yahweh Shema Shai Shalak Rayum Wa Mashapatim Wa I thought. Okay? Yahweh Bashim Shai. Hey, Shalak Rayum Wa Mashapatim to you scoffers, man. Alright? And to you ones that's coming against us, man. You know, may heavy judgment be upon y'all, man. On you 2/3, man. And you 2/3 that's in industries and stuff like that. You know, making fun of the prophets, man. Okay? I want to get this last script we're gonna close on out, man. On that second Ezra 2:26 and read it to 29.
This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 2 and verse 26.
And read it straight to 29. That's it.
And it reads, "As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number.
Yep.
Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh,
Yep. Be not weary for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh. Right?
others shall weep and be sorrowful.
Like you just mentioned. Others shall weep and be sorrowful. You others gonna be weeping. Y'all gonna be crying when that day come. Alright?
But thou shalt be merry and have abundance."
See that stockpile of people that's stocking up.
Yeah.
Man, I seen this video of the dude was stacking up for like 6 years. He got like a boatload of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, got like a little retreat under his house where you can, you know, go down there, like, you know, and then it looked like this storage area was bigger than the damn house. It looked like, but he more than likely he ain't gonna have access to that. Somebody might get him, and then you know the elect stumble upon it.
Yeah. It's gonna come to that. It's gonna come to that. See, the angel's gonna protect us in that day. And you gotta have faith in that. You know, he's gonna lead us to, you know, where to go, where not to go. All right, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, man.
Because this is the real bread. This is the real hidden manna, the scriptures.
Yeah,
You see, you shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High.
that's right. Read 27 again.
Come. 2 Ezra 2 and 27, "Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance."
Yeah, you know that day of trouble go back to the Jacob's trouble, and that Jacob's trouble is gonna take place. You know what I'm saying? So Jacob's trouble is gonna be a motherfucker when that day comes, man. All right. So we see, it says others shall weep and be sorrowful. All right. It says, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. While hell breaking loose, Lord willing, with those men, man, we gonna be merry and have abundance, man. While y'all searching for food, going in each other's crib, invading one another and killing one
Eating
another,
your babies.
eating your babies, doing cannibalism shit. That's finna take place, man. Like,
Oh, and then too, I just want to say, you know, what's gonna lead them to doing that is being carnal. They're not gonna, you know,
they ain't even no spirituality with them.
right? Because moving carnally, you're just reacting, you know,
Yeah.
with your first instinct, like,
Yeah.
you know, I feel hungry, so let me do what I need to do to eat.
Yep.
But when you spiritual, like, look, I'm just gonna wait on the Lord, pray, you know, that's why we condition in our minds right now, like when we fast or whatever. Like these people in the world, they ain't never fasted a day in their life.
Say it again,
You
bro.
know, people, bro.
You can't go 2 hours without eating, bro. Like,
Especially a fat nigga, especially a big nigga, 300-pound nigga,
they say a carnal mind is enmity with the Most High.
Right.
you know?
It says, verse 28, "The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee."
Yeah, the heathen gonna envy us. The Lord gonna protect us from that. Okay?
Saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem
That's
Yahushua.
right.
It says, "My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell."
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Right, there's death. It ain't talking about sea hell. You know,
Down underground, man.
Right, right.
You know? Yeah. The Lord gonna protect us, man, in that day.
Look what he did for Elijah. You know, he commanded the ravens to drop off food to him morning and evening.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he got to the situation with the widow and the young child, like the oil in the cruise didn't run out. Like it kept replenishing itself. Like because she said make a cake. I forget. It's like it, but it kept replenishing itself. So the Lord can do that. He can have like one meal just regenerate itself like the next
Wow.
day. You know.
I ain't gonna lie, it makes me think of Dragon Ball Z. Remember the Sensu bean? He had
Yeah.
one bean and he was
Right,
full,
right,
full
right.
of energy, and you don't know, man.
Man,
The Lord will make it to
hey.
where you're not hungry.
Hey, Jake. Hey, man. Hey, man. Brothers gonna be pilgrims. And you stumble across some food, freshly food, that's the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Angels. Angels gonna guide us in that day, man. You know. Hell breaking loose. It's gonna come a time that, you know, people gonna see you. They ain't gonna touch you. Understand this. The animals gonna be running free. These wild animals gonna be running through the city. You see it. It's gonna be lions, tigers, bears. Bears already breaking the cribs already, eating your shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be more of that. Oh man.
There's a
Some
lot.
Jumanji type shit.
Right,
Yeah,
there's a lot of,
it's-
it's all for judgment too.
It's all a
There's
judgment.
a lot of judgment that's coming to the world, and you know, you want to have that hedge of Yahweh Shema Shai over you.
Yep.
You know, that's why it's imperative to listen to these epistles and listen to these teachings from Yahweh Shema Shai, because what we speak the word through the oracles of the Most High.
They're the real prophets, man. Alright? Alright, so with that, man, hope y'all was edified. Alright, so with that, we'd like to get all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Chadash.
Divine Star Houses, Great Millstone, peace, salutation to the whole elect. It's pushing the word, the truth to the city, man. Hope y'all was edified with this lesson. Above the ball.
Baba
Ball, man. We almost out of here, man. Shalom.
Shalom.